Hey guys, welcome to my Utah Jazz franchise. This is episode number 28. Today we face the Clippers, the Pelicans, and the Kings, starting off with the Clippers at Staples Center in Los Angeles. Chris Paul and the Clippers. 7th seed right now in the Western Conference. Chris Paul on the left side, yo-yos against George Hill. Floats it up to DeAndre Jordan. Lob City getting it done there. Rodney Hood now on the right side, guarded by J.J. Redick. Hood backing in. Turnaround, fall away from the elbow. Shot rattles home. Jazz by 4. Game tied up now. Rubio over to Withy. Withy swings it around to Burks. Burks holding. J.J. Redick guarding him. Burks all the way to the hole with the right hand. Redick fouls him. Jazz lead 21-19 after the and one by Alec Burks. Nice move going strong to the rack. The end of the first quarter, the Jazz lead 30-23. Here at Staples Center in Los Angeles. Here's Rubio yo-yoing at the top of the key over to the right side to Alec Burks. Burks holding, spin move on J.J. Redick, crossover, fall away from the free throw line. Shot goes down from Alec Burks, having a nice game. Jazz lead by 16. Hayward from the left angle. Jazz go up by 19 now in the second quarter, running away with it here in Los Angeles. Here's Redick from the top of the key around a double screen. Redick down to the middle to Blake Griffin, who goes up and off the glass with the right hand. Jazz by 21. Here's Griffin again. Guarded by Boris Diaw. Griffin drops it underneath to DeAndre Jordan for the dunk. Nice pass by Blake Griffin. Jazz lead by 17 here. George Hill around the Rudy Gobert screen. Hill stops, pops, knocks it down. 58-39 in favor of the Jazz at the break. Gobert with 11 points, 8 boards. Blake Griffin with 9 and 5 for the Clippers. Clips only shooting 38% in the first half. Here's Rodney Hood backing in on J.J. Redick again. Another turnaround fall away, this time from the opposite angle. Jazz lead by 16. Midway through the third now, Jazz by 17. Blake Griffin drops it off to DeAndre Jordan, back to Chris Paul. Paul back to Griffin. Finally, they find Redick for the wide open shot from the outside. Clippers cut it to 12. Here's Joe Johnson backing in on Jamal Crawford. Johnson, right to left across the lane with the left hand. Twirls around and down. Joe Johnson gets the and one on that one. 76-62 in favor of the Jazz now with a minute 50 to go in the third. Raymond Felton guarded by Rubio over to the left side. Jamal Crawford. Nothing but net from the left angle. 11-point Jazz lead. Here is Brandon Bass. Bass against Diaw. Right to left across the lane. Floats it up and in. Jazz lead 78-71 at the end of the third. We head to the fourth here at Staples. Johnson has it stripped. He saves it to Rubio. Rubio drops it off to Diaw for the layup. Nice dish there from Ricky Rubio. Here's Chris Paul. He's playing hurt in this one. Pass down underneath to Wilson Chandler. Shot goes down. And the Clippers cut the lead to 9. The three from the right corner from Chandler cuts it to 6. The Clippers getting back in the game midway through the fourth. Here is Hayward. He backs it off. Hayward around the left side. Floats it up and in. Blocking foul called on DeAndre Jordan. The shot goes as Jordan slid underneath him to the right while Hayward was in the air. 93-87 in favor of the Jazz. Blake Griffin on the block. Favors trying to guard him. Griffin powers it up through Favors on the rim and it drops. 37 seconds left, Jazz by 6. Rodney Hood over the left side to Gordon Hayward, and that's the dagger, folks. 105-96. The final score is we beat the Clippers on the road. First road win over the Clippers for the Jazz this season. Jazz, we shoot 8 of 20 from downtown, 13 of 16 from the line. Chris Paul, 20 points for the Clippers. Blake Griffin with 15. 13 points, 17 boards for DeAndre Jordan. Gordon Hayward with 25 as he's 5 of 10 from downtown. Rudy Gobert, 7 of 8, had 16 points, 15 boards for the Jazz. As you see the standings in the Western Conference, we're holding on for dear life for the 8th seed. The Pelicans 2 games behind us, as are the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Lakers. Next up is the New Orleans Pelicans. They are looking to gain a game in the standings and creep a little closer to that 8th seed that they once held and have now lost. Here's George Hill in the first quarter finding Derek Favors with the left-hand slam on the left side. Jazz lead by 7 early. Buddy Hield at the top of the key, guarded by Rodney Hood. Finds Holiday. Around a double screen, Holiday hits the three, cuts the lead to 4. Early in the game. 2:20 to go in the first now. Ricky Rubio. Around the double screen. And the defense by Matthew Dellavedova. Rubio hits the shot from the right side. 27-20 in favor of the Jazz. 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Rubio, nice bounce pass to Derek Favors, who flushes it. At the rim, Derek Favors. Jazz lead 33-24 at the end of the first. 8-point game now in favor of Utah. Here is Tyreke Evans looking down on the block to Anthony Davis. Brow goes left to right across the lane with the right hand over Boris Diaw. 40-36 Jazz with the lead. Hayward working on Tyreke Evans here. Hayward backs him in, turns around, falls away. Shot good, 42-36 in favor of the Jazz. Second quarter action, Hayward all the way to the hoop. Gets the and one. It's 47-38. Jazz with the lead. Here's Dellavedova. Has it stripped by George Hill. Hill is going to take it all the way in for the layup. Coast to coast. Jazz lead 57-43. Here is Bellinelli. From the elbow. Knocks down the shot. It's 57-45. And at the break, the Jazz lead by 12. Anthony Davis held to only 6 points and 3 boards. George Hill for the Jazz, 9 points, 6 assists. There's Tyreke Evans on the right side as the third quarter gets underway. And Anthony Davis all the way to the hole against Derek Favors. Three-pointer goes down on the right side from O'Quinn. Lead is cut to 3 now. Ricky Rubio holds over to the right side to Rodney Hood around the screen. Hood, back of the rim and in, 80-75 Jazz. At the end of the third quarter, the Jazz stretched the lead out to 10, 85-75. Early in the fourth, Rubio over to Joe Johnson. Stops, pops. 94-78 Jazz. Jazz lead by 15. Here is Dante Exum. 4:43 to go in the game. Exum with the left hand. 101-84 Utah. Jazz run away with this one. 106-96. Utah shooting 42 of 87 from the field, 10 of 23 from downtown, 12 of 13 from the free throw line. Gordon Hayward with 21 points as he's 4 of 6 from behind the arc. Derek Favors with 15 points, 13 for Joe Johnson. Hill and Gobert also in double figures. Tyreke Evans with 20 points. Anthony Davis with 17 and 12 for the Pelicans. Drew Holiday with 15, as does Buddy Hield with 15. Other scores we're interested in. The Mavericks with the win. The Wizards fall to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Dallas Mavericks beat the Pelicans. The Clippers over the Wizards. So we're chasing the Clippers for the 7th seed, and we're trying to fend off the Mavericks and the Lakers for the 8th seed. In the Western Conference, we're 2 games ahead of the Mavericks and the Lakers. We trailed the Clippers by a game. So we head off to Sacramento for the final game of this episode. We sit at 37-37, the Kings at 26-48. 16-10 early lead for the Kings. Ricky Rubio on the left side. Euro step back to the middle with the left hand, floats it off the glass and in. Jazz lead by 4 here. Joe Johnson with the pump fake. Johnson finds the lane, down with the left hand. 20-18, Kings with the lead. At the end of the first quarter, though, the Jazz come back and have a 1-point lead, 24-23. Here is Lawson, blocked away there by Jeff Withey. Withey ahead to Burks, ahead to Diaw for the layup on the break. Nice play by Jeff Withey to block it and then save it from going out of bounds. Here's Lawson around the screen on the left side. He falls away. Shot from the elbow is good. Game all tied up at 44. Late in the half, blocked away by the Kings. Out to George Hill, who squares up and knocks down the 3, 47-44. The Jazz go on a little run to end the half and lead 57-49 at the break. DeMarcus Cousins with 12 and 6. Rubio with 9 points, 4 assists for the Jazz. Over to the right side, Caspi. Down to DeMarcus Cousins. Oh, the spin move. Makes Rudy Gobert lose his balance and fall down. Jazz lead by 5 here in the third. Back to Cousins. Cousins lets it fly from about 15 feet. Shot goes down. Beautiful touch for DeMarcus Cousins. Joe Johnson now. Backing in on Matt Barnes. To Hood. Hood with the left hand off the glass. Jazz lead by 13 at the end of the third here on the road in Sacramento. Here's Exum into the lane. Floats it up. No. Rebounded by Boris Diaw, and he powers it back up and in. And won the foul on Tolliver from behind. They're in the fourth quarter. Jazz leading by 12 now. Dante Exum, coast to coast with the right hand, rolls over the rim and in. 107-93 Jazz. Jazz leading by 14. Shot no. Rebounded there by Withy. Withy to the middle to Exum. Jazz run over to the left side to Alec Burks. Burks with the reverse finish. Alec Burks throws it down. Starts his jump on the left side of the rim. Finishes it on the right side. Jazz win 111-100 on the road in Sacramento. Shooting 52%, but only 25% from beyond the arc. DeMarcus Cousins with a strong performance. 29 points, 13 boards in the loss. Ty Lawson, 10 points and 11 assists for the Kings. Gordon Hayward, not his best game of the season as he leads the Jazz with a balanced attack at 14 points, 6 of 12 from the field. Alec Burks with 13 as well. The Lakers beat the T-Wolves, the Clippers over the Suns, and the Grizzlies fall to the Mavericks. And at the end of this episode, we're still 2 games ahead of the Mavericks and 1 behind the Clippers.